On this video we're taking a look at our MLB team and total picks for the games that are happening on Thursday, April 7, 2022. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Our first parlay pick is Charlotte Hornets vs Orlando Magic. Magic plus 13.5 points. And here is why. The Orlando Magic are averaging 103.8 points on 43.2% shooting and allowing 112 points on 45.8% shooting. Cole Anthony is averaging 16.3 points and 5.4 rebounds, while Franz Wagner is averaging 15.3 points and 4.6 rebounds. Wendell Carter Jr. is the third double-digit scorer and Jalen Suggs is grabbing 3.7 rebounds. The Orlando Magic are shooting 32.8% from beyond the arc and 78.8% from the free throw line. The Orlando Magic are allowing 36.2% shooting from deep and are grabbing 44.3 rebounds per game. The Orlando Magic just ended a 6-game losing streak with an impressive 120-115 home win over the Cleveland Cavaliers. Mo Bamba had 21 points and 12 rebounds, while 5 bench players scored in double figures. However, that Cleveland team has been struggling with injuries for a while, so I'm not sure how much weight that win carries. They're going up against a Hornets team that they've beaten once this season, but also lost twice by 9 and 7 points. If they take this game seriously, they aren't without a chance. The Charlotte Hornets are averaging 114.8 points on 46.4% shooting and allowing 114.8 points on 46.5% shooting. Miles Bridges is averaging 20.3 points and 3.8 assists, while LaMelo Ball is averaging 19.9 points and 6.7 rebounds. Terry Rozier is the third double-digit scorer and Gordon Hayward is dishing 3.6 assists. The Charlotte Hornets are shooting 36.2% from beyond the arc and 73.9% from the free throw line. The Charlotte Hornets are allowing 35.9% shooting from deep and are grabbing 44.6 rebounds per game. Charlotte's chances of finishing better than 10th in the East aren't very high as both Atlanta and Brooklyn are 1.5 games ahead. Their recent run of 3 losses in 4 games really hurt them, and they've now allowed 144 points in consecutive games against Miami and Philadelphia. Orlando isn't as strong as either of those teams, but the Magic shouldn't be taken lightly as they beat the Hornets 116-109 the last time they played. Charlotte is just 1-6 in its last 7 games against Southeast Division opponents, and they've also covered just once in their last 8 games played on a Thursday. The importance of his game is far greater for Charlotte than Orlando, but with their latest run of poor performances it's hard to trust them. Orlando did well against Cleveland the other day and hasn't lost by 14 points against the Hornets yet this season. Take the road team and the extra points. Our second parlay pick is Toronto Raptors vs Philadelphia 76ers. 76ers plus 2. And here is why. The Philadelphia 76ers are averaging 109.2 points on 46.3% shooting and allowing 106.8 points on 45.7% shooting. Joel Embiid is averaging 30.2 points and 4.2 assists, while James Harden is averaging 22 points and 9.8 assists. Tobias Harris is the third double-digit scorer and Therese Maxey is dishing 4.3 assists. The Philadelphia 76ers are shooting 36% from beyond the arc and 82.1% from the free throw line. The Philadelphia 76ers are allowing 34.5% shooting from deep and are grabbing 42.5 rebounds per game. The 76ers and Raptors meet in Toronto in what looks like a likely first-round playoff matchup in the Eastern Conference. The Sixers hold the number 4 seed and a 3-game lead over the Raptors, who are the current number 5 seed. These teams met in Philadelphia on March 20th, and Toronto held Philly to just 88 points in a 5-point win. The Raptors have won 2 of the team's 3 meetings during the regular season series. The 76ers have covered the spread in just 3 of their last 10 games, while Toronto has won 6 of its last 7 games, going 5-2 ATS in that span. The Toronto Raptors are averaging 109.3 points on 44.5% shooting and allowing 106.9 points on 46.1% shooting. Pascal Siakam is averaging 22.4 points and 5.2 assists, while Fred VanVleet is averaging 20.4 points and 4.5 rebounds. Gary Trent Jr. is the third double-digit scorer and Og Anunoby is grabbing 5.4 rebounds. The Toronto Raptors are shooting 35.1% from beyond the arc and 75.6% from the free throw line. The Toronto Raptors are allowing 35.2% shooting from deep and are grabbing 45.3 rebounds per game. The Raptors' defense has been stingy, allowing just 104 points per game over their last 10, and they held the high-scoring Atlanta Hawks to just 108 points in their last game. Philadelphia hasn't been great against the spread this year, but is 21-18-1 Austrian shillings on the road and 10-6 against a number as a road underdog. This is a very short number, and there may be better value on the money line than just taking the points. I'll back the Sixers and Joel Embiid, who should be punctuating his MVP case this season. Our third parlay pick is Milwaukee Bucks vs Boston Celtics. Celtics +6. And here is why. The Boston Celtics are averaging 111.2 points on 46.4% shooting and allowing 104.3 points on 43.4% shooting. Jason Tatum is averaging 27 points and 8 rebounds, while Jaylen Brown is averaging 23.7 points and 3.4 assists. Marcus Smart is the third double-digit scorer, and Al Horford is grabbing 7.7 rebounds. The Boston Celtics are shooting 35.4% from beyond the arc and 81.7% from the free throw line. The Boston Celtics are allowing 33.9% shooting from deep and are grabbing 46 rebounds per game. The number 2 seed in the East is on the line as the Celtics enter Thursday's game with a half-game advantage over the Bucks and a 2-1 lead in the regular season series. The Celtics have recovered from consecutive losses to Toronto and Miami with a 3-game win streak. They've beaten the Pacers, Wizards and Bulls by an average of 23.3 points per game, but Thursday's opponents are the defending champions, so they're in for a much more difficult game. They could be without Al Horford, who is questionable, and with Robert Williams III already being out, there should be a lot of room inside the paint for Giannis and co. to exploit. The Milwaukee Bucks are averaging 115 points on 46.6% shooting and allowing 112 points on 45.6% shooting. Giannis Antetokounmpo is averaging 30.1 points and 11.6 rebounds, while Chris Middleton is averaging 20.1 points and 5.4 assists. Jrue Holiday is the third double-digit scorer, and Bobby Portis is dishing 1.2 assists. The Milwaukee Bucks are shooting 36.7% from beyond the arc and 77.3% from the free throw line. The Milwaukee Bucks are allowing 35.7% shooting from deep and are grabbing 46.7 rebounds per game. Just like Boston, the Bucks are coming off a 21-point win over Chicago, but unlike the Celtics, they didn't play last night, which gives them a fitness advantage. Giannis Antetokounmpo is listed as probable with a minor knee problem, but he should be ready to go. With the MVP award still in play for him, we can expect another dominant performance as he makes his case. The Bucks have gone 11-5 against the spread in the last 16 games and 10-4 in their last 14 as a favorite. Milwaukee has also covered the spread in 7 straight against Eastern Conference opponents, so things are looking bright. With so much at stake, we will see what these teams are made of. The Celtics are 6-point underdogs, and they have covered in 23 of 39 road games this season, while the Bucks are only 16-24 at TS at Fiserv Forum. I think the Celtics can cover for the 7th straight game against Milwaukee, so back the road team with the extra points. Disclaimer, no financial advice. The information on this channel is provided for education and informational purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. The information contained in or provided from or through this channel is not intended to be and does not constitute financial advice, investment advice, trading advice, or any other advice. The information on this channel and provided from or through this channel is general in nature and is not specific to you, the user, or anyone else. You should not make any decision, financial, investment, trading, or otherwise, based on any of the information presented on this channel without undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional broker or financial advisory.